graphic design has a legacy and it's centuries old, and it's something that has always been extended and redefined, and it's always had a really strong relationship with technology. Even back in the days when things were analog, graphic designers were really keen on looking into new technology and see what they could use it for to come up with new visual designs. And I think part of that, the designer as a creator, went lost back at the desktop revolution in the mid-80s, because at the point where we transitioned from analog to digital, something really important got lost. A lot of graphic designers in the analog days, they had their hands. And they had the knowledge of all things tangible, how to sculpt, how to make tools with their own hands. And all of a sudden, things became digital. And no graphic designers were programmers. And they had no ability to continue to be craftsmen or make their own tools. So the designer as a tool maker got lost in the 1980s. And it's so pleasing for me to see that, this little spark of a revolution that came back in the 2000s with things like Flash, obviously, Macromedia Director, and then later on JavaScript, and we've seen processing and such. And it's kind of like exploded. And all of a sudden, we now have generations of designers that have all of these wonderful tools at their disposal, and they're really curious to look into how they can use them to become digital tool makers, and to sort of reclaim some of that got lost back in the 1980s. So I really think from graphic design and the idea of a graphic designer as a tool maker, really see that nowadays we have the ability to really pursue and to own that idea of craftsmanship.
It's interesting because today a traditional graphic designer is definitely not from that sort of analog world. It's probably from the late 80s, rolling into the 90s, 2000, when obviously desktop publishing, as we originally, named it, and you've gone back even a step further to when life was all, done by hand, cut and paste, traditional drawing boards, etc.